Hi everyone, I hope you can hear me. Lovely to see you here. It's a beautiful day here in Leicester. Uh, as ever, internet challenges on the hotspot, but we're going to trust that everything is going to be fine. If I cut out like I did last week, don't worry, I'll get back in as soon as I can. So it's all the challenge we have to put up with, isn't it? Okay, so what I think we're going to do today is a really deep de-stress. I personally am feeling absolutely frazzled and burnt out. I've got a Kindle book launch today. I've got a mastermind launch tonight. I've got so many things on. And this is what we're all doing. We're all having to deal with our usual stuff, but we're having to adapt and do it in a different way and do maybe extra things and deal with family or deal with being by ourselves. So it's just putting all of this extra strain on our systems. And as I've talked about before, the way to think about stress is that your system is like a bucket and you can take only so much. Even if it's just little bits, it just accumulates and goes up and up and up, and then it gets to the maximum that your system can happily hold, and then it's going to pour out of the bucket and things start to fall apart. So whether that is you getting ill or losing your temper and snapping at people, or just everything falling apart because you just can't hold the logistics together anymore, who knows. But the important thing is to stop that accumulation of the stress, to bring it all the way down again. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So it seems that the colour bottles have been quite popular because several people have emailed me about those. So we've got more bottles for today. Now, years ago, when I was just getting into all the colour stuff and the healing and the energies, at that time, I was still doing the and special burnout to some extent. And what I realized I was doing was, whenever I was under pressure of any kind, instead of allowing energy to flow through my system, from the atmosphere, from source, from the earth, however you want to look at these things, when I was under stress, what I would do immediately was shut down all of my energy centers, which then leaves you like a battery that just gets drained and drained. And that's what I was doing. And it's still a tendency that I have. And what's more, it's not just me. This is something that I've seen in many other people. When we're under stress, we kind of close down, shut our energy centers, and of course it makes everything worse. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these bottles today, and we're going to be opening up our energy centers. And these are not so much the centers within the body, but the ones sort of above your head here and below your feet. So this bottle here, this is the soul star chakra, or the energy center that's above the head. And it's this beautiful magenta rose pink energy. And this is basically the color of like the highest unconditional love energy. And more to the point, this is the color that really compensates when we are doing a major burnout thing in our lives. This is the color that's going to help your system relax, let the energy flow in, and make everything better. This is wonderful. Then underneath, not quite so pretty, but still very powerful, this is one of the Gaia bottles. We've got the copper, which is really the Gaia energy, our connection with Mother Earth. And it's so easy not to be grounded. I'm the expert at not being grounded. Spent years trying to have any connection with the earth at all. So when we don't allow that earth energy in, we are, literally like a plant that's got nothing coming in from the earth, and we're only ever going to be drained. And then we've got beautiful pink as well, which again is unconditional love. So these are the two beautiful colors. So I'm going to do a nice visualization now and open up those energy centers. And what we're imagining is that this one is up here and that one is beneath our feet. Okay, I'm just going to have a bit of a spray. This is Coral Angel, and the coral essence is my absolute favorite. This is the energy which is like it's like a big hug, the self-acceptance, self-nurturing. It just makes everything feel better and soften. And again, when we get stressed, everything is going to kind of lock and get rigid. And what we want is to just allow that to relax. So I know you can't smell the essence, which is gorgeous, but you can imagine that coral energy, which is very often a colour that I use when I'm doing the healing. Okay, so I think that's that's it. We'll go through this exercise and then we'll do our power intention at the end. And hopefully you're familiar with kind of the process now. So I just want you to relax and close your eyes. And really start by bringing your attention into your heart. And imagine yourself being surrounded with that beautiful coral-coloured energy. You can imagine that it's actually gone through the computer, come out the other side, and that you're really surrounded in this beautiful, soft, pink cloud. And just feel that energy getting stronger and stronger inside your heart, inside your chest, with every breath that you take. Now I want you to imagine making that connection, the connection we've made every week. And every time we do this, it's going to get stronger. So make that connection with all the other people on the call now. Imagine it as a network between each of us, a network of this really positive, loving, powerful energy. And imagine that extending to everyone who's going to participate by listening to the replay later on. All those people are contributing their energy with yours. And imagine that that beautiful coral energy is now filling the whole of this network that we've created. And you can allow yourself to feel supported, feel that connection, feel that you're not alone. Whether you are self-isolating or whether you are just with a family member, but we're still all cut off from the people we're used to seeing every day in our lives. And that puts a very subtle strain on us subconsciously. So I want you to imagine that connection with all the people you would normally be seeing, talking to, interacting with. Because we're all connected in the energy field anyway. So we're just going to allow that feeling, that understanding to come in. And that's going to help our subconscious minds to relax a bit, feel a bit safer. So now I want you to allow yourself to be a little bit detached, but become aware of where your stress is sitting in your life, in your body. Things that you're anxious about, things that you're worried about, things that you're feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you're juggling too many things like I am. just allow your mind to become aware of those points of tension and stress. Now imagine that you're now letting that coral energy begin to just flow gently in, sink in, whether it's in your body, in your mind, or parts of your life. So imagine it dissolving away that stress. I'm going to take this a bit deeper in a minute, but for now, just let that coral come in. And it's like a buffer, like a cushion, just softens things, makes it a bit easier to let go. So when I now feel into this energy field we've created, we're basically all shut down from the energy centers. There's a big block between us and the earth, and a big block between us and the universe, if you like, because of the amount of stress that we are all holding on to. Okay, so what I want you to do now is to imagine that beautiful copper energy with the pink. The copper it's strong, it's nurturing, it's replenishing, but we're lightening it up with that pink, which is just pure love. So I want you to imagine that energy center that is below your feet. If I imagine mine at the moment, it's completely shut down. So just, if you want, you could imagine the bottle being there, or you could just imagine the color or the energy, or just with your intention, tell the color to go there. Doesn't matter how you do it. It all works. It's whatever is the most comfortable for you. So I want you to feel or imagine that energy center beginning to come back to life. The copper is beginning to open it up again. You can imagine it like a circuit, like an electrical circuit between you and the center of the earth. And we need to open up that channel to let the energy flow. And of course, copper is a fantastic conductor. So as you keep breathing, we're just going to open up the energy center and allow the copper to do its magic. So imagine now that that center is beautifully opened up, and that the energy there is beginning to get stronger, shining, radiating that energy beneath your feet. And now that that center's open, it can begin to flow up through your legs, up into your body, replenishing all of your cells, your internal organs. And we can bring in the understanding that we are supported, that your body doesn't have to run on empty. Feel or imagine the copper and the pink flowing through your body, through your blood, into all of your cells. Your cells can take a sigh of relief as this energy begins to flow in and replenish them. I want you to take your attention to the top of your head and then above your head. And imagine that soul star energy center. And you can begin to breathe in or imagine or send that beautiful magenta color. And again, certainly my energy center is completely shut down at the moment. So sending that energy up there. You can do this really gently because when our energy systems get all locked with stress, you can't just go blasting in because you're just going to send everything into shock and resistance. It needs to be really soft, really gentle. Just feel the color gently beginning to open up that energy center for you. And I want you to actively ask for that connection to give you flow of energy between you and whatever you perceive as being out there. Maybe for you it's source, or it might be God, it might be the universe, it might be the light, it might be the angels. Whatever is the word that resonates with you and your belief system, just imagine that connection. And that's going to take you to the highest vibrations, the highest understandings. As that energy center now opens up and is really radiating that beautiful color, you can allow all those high vibrations to begin to flow down into the crown at the top of your head, and then gently soaking in right the way through your body. And as this happens, these are the vibrations that are going to clear away any blocks, darkness, any feelings of anger, resentment, fear, frustration, overwhelm. So just relax and allow all of that stuff to clear away and be replaced with this beautiful, higher, sparkling energy. Imagine it flowing into any part of your body where you know you're holding stress and tension, and you can direct it with your intention to any aspect of your life, anything you're worried about, fear, stress, uncertainty. So imagine all of that dissolving, things falling into place, everything working out, even if you can't see how it's going to happen at the moment. We hold the energy and the intention of the result and allow the universe to work out the details for us. Okay, that's looking much better. So now feel that connection with the earth, feel that connection with the universe, and allow the energy to flow up and down, right around your body, sorting everything out, replenishing, de-stressing. Okay, so now that we've got our energy sorted out, let's now bring our attention to the world situation. And again, focus on all of the healthcare systems where you live, all of the medics on the front line, and all the staff and logistics and systems that support their work. And I want you to imagine their power coming back to them. So we're building like a foundation of power, supporting everything that they do. I always imagine this as some kind of network scaffolding structure that goes deep into the earth. That's the visualization that really works for me. But anything Any way that you want to imagine it is fine. So feel that energy coming in. Really supporting the individuals, everything that they're doing, filling in any situation where there's lack of resources or equipment. So we're putting the energy in place, and that can then allow the reality to follow. So really focus on that intention. And we're not draining our power away, we are bringing more in from the earth, more from the universe. So now with our intention, let's put in place the fact that we want this power foundation and all this positive energy to continue supporting those people and feeding those systems, to continue doing it after we finish the call. Continue it for hours, days, and that really empowered state is now the new normal for the healthcare systems and for all those individuals. So it's as if we are creating new energy pathways, and we've just connected them, again, like an electric circuit, connected it into the earth, into the universe. And when there's a circuit, energy can now flow. Okay, that's great. So I want you to bring your attention now back to your own body. Just allow yourself to become aware of how much stress is now released and the energy is now flowing much more healthily. And for the rest of the day, I want you to keep bringing your attention back to those energy centers and just imagine the magenta above and the copper below. And keep imagining that energy flowing in, because that really helps to keep the energy centers open and you more balanced and less frazzled. Okay, that's lovely. So when you're ready, open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly needed that. So I just want to show you this one more time. So this is the the best anti-stress, anti-burnout thing that there is. So I just want you to just sort of feast your eyes on that beautiful deep magenta. Just gorgeous, one of my absolute favorites. So I hope that you have a good afternoon and take care of yourself, and I will look forward to seeing you next time.